Hi, my name is Alyssa Yee, and I would like to talk to you about the benefits of ASL integration into the public education system. Statistically speaking, 2 to 3 of every 1,000 children born in the United States are born with some sort of hearing impairment. 90% of those children are born to hearing parents who do not know sign language. When these children grow up, they are usually placed in hearing classrooms with aides or interpreters that follow them throughout the day or sent to specialized schools for the deaf or hard of hearing. Because these hearing impaired children cannot communicate with hearing students, they often feel isolated, which impedes upon their social and emotional development. ASL, or American Sign Language, is a visual language with its own set of rules like grammar, punctuation, and word order that uses signs made by hand movements and gestures in tandem with body postures and facial expressions. The United States government considers deafness a low-incidence disability in education. This means there isn't a large enough concentration of deaf children in an area. Because of this, there is limited funding available for educating hearing-impaired children. In order to minimize the disparity in educational funding for hearing-impaired children and for the benefit of hearing children as well, ASL should be taught in conjunction with English in the public education system. Winn wrote about the advantages of learning language early in childhood and how our brains are wired to understand language in the same way no matter how it is presented, meaning that we can learn ASL just as easily as we learn English. Children are capable of learning one or more languages as long as they have the ability to communicate that language to another person who can also communicate it back to them. The ability to communicate and express oneself from a young age can help positively develop self-awareness and self-confidence. Research has also shown that learning sign language has positive effects on cognition and academic performance. We can look to Bandura's social learning theory to understand how social interaction and observational learning affects development. This means that children are shaped by the people in their environment. So to a hearing impaired child, a teacher, parent, or even peers who know sign language can be beneficial to their development. Samantha Hakim's 2016 study talks about how the simultaneous presentation of words visually, kinesthetically, and verbally enhances language development. Using this information, because ASL is such a visual and kinesthetic language and English is verbal and visual, both hearing impaired and hearing children can benefit from even basic ASL like how I've been presenting during this video. Integrating ASL into hearing classrooms gives deaf or hearing impaired students the opportunity to interact with their hearing peers, giving them a sense of belonging. The feeling of belonging creates a sense of community, which further develops confidence in self and academics. If more children are taught and educated with ASL, the opportunities for educational, social, and life success are only limited by a simple hello.